So we're back on the Andrew Plays channel for F1 2021. We're back today with Breaking Point Chapter 2. So we're heading to China for this Grand Prix. And as you can see, Aiden Jackson and Racing Point are eager to find some form, headed into their fourth race of the 2020 season.
It's the Chinese Grand Prix here in Shanghai, and this track fast becoming a rookie's favourite. Alex Albon, remember him from last year? A brilliant race in his debut season, and it looks like Aiden Jackson's continuing the trend.
He really is, Crofty. He's showing great promise so far this season.
Well, here's Ackerman now, going up behind his young teammates.
The rumour in the paddock, Crofty, is that the tension's building between these two. Let's see what happens here.
Here we go, Ackerman's going for it! Down the inside of the hairpin, he's barged his teammate off the track!
What are you doing? Casper, what the hell?
Looks like Jackson's really struggling to get over that.
Okay, Aiden, keep it focused. Concentrate.
That brush with his teammate clearly affecting the young driver.
It looks like it has, Crofty. I can't see any significant damage to that car, so he's going to have to pull himself back into this race.
Car's looking okay, Aiden. See if you can recover a few places.
What was that all about?
You can recover, Aiden.
That's not okay. That's really not okay.
So as we try to recover from the collision with our teammate, we come round turn 13 right on the back of Norris, and we're going to go past him before we even get onto the straight properly. Norris is trying to come back at us. I forgot to put DRS on for the first few seconds, and using DRS we managed to pull back away from Norris, and a bit of late braking means we are going to keep 13th place. Our target today, get back in the points despite the contact from our teammate. And as we come around turn 16 and we head on to lap 9, we've got 5 laps to gain at least 3 places. Ocon is next up, followed by Sainz. As we go through the first sector, we have a decent first sector. We close the gap. We're trying to pull away from Norris as well. And through sector 2, we've had a big difference as we come back onto turn 10. The same place we closed down Norris, we are closing the gap on Ocon. We had a really good sector 2, and now we come out of that into the final sector, round the final corner before the DRS straight, turn 13, and we're right alongside Ocon. We're in overtake mode. We put DRS on. We're already past him by the time we get into it, and into 12th place we go. And the next one on our list is Sainz, although we have got George Russell in between us as we come around turn 15, and then through turn 16 we're going to go and close down Carlos Sainz now. And this turn 1 has caused me problems in the past, so I often go a little bit deep, just like that, but we do recover it quite well. And we are right on the back of George Russell now as we go round turn 3 and 4, and now we're going to accelerate out towards turn 5 and 6 into the corner.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Where Ackerman centres off track, and we go a little bit wide, but Russell pulls out the way for us, and past him we go. We're free now to close down Carlos Sainz, and once again it's through sector 2 where we do most of the time gaining on time, although there is a Haas in between us, and they've pulled out the way to let Sainz pass and then close the door on us, but understandable into the corner, that's fine. But now we're going to get DRS off him though, so still an advantage for us. And now as we accelerate out of turn 13, Magnussen gets out the way and we go into overtake mode. But we are quite far behind Sainz. We've got the DRS. Is it going to be enough to close this gap? As we come into the corner, he brakes quite early. We're going to go down the inside, and we avoid contact, and a brilliant overtake on Sainz. And now look who it is, one place in front of us. It's Casper Ackerman. can we close down our teammate and get an overtake in a bit of revenge for the way he overtook us as we accelerate through the track. Again, another good sector 1, 0.2 down on the best, but that's still a pretty good record at the moment. And through sector 2, as you can see once again, the time is disappearing, and we brake hard into turn 11, and we do just miss out on DRS by about a tenth of a second. But we accelerate out of turn 13. We've got overtake mode on. Can we make it count against Ackerman? We're in the slipstream. No DRS, but slipstream still very powerful, especially down a long straight like this. And we're going to go for it. We go for the dive bomb on Ackerman. And it's very close, but it's a clean overtake. And we are clear of Ackerman. And we make a bit of a statement there as well. You might not do it, but we will overtake cleanly.
Okay, you're in
And into the top 10 we go. We've got Albon ahead of us, but we need to keep an eye on our rear mirror. We go wide again on turn 1. We know Ackerman at this point is willing to just knock us out the way if that's what he has to do. We accelerate out of turn 4, and there's a bit of a gap now forming behind us. Half a second. Is that too much for him to go for a dive bomb? It is. He stays behind us, and we accelerate out of turn 6 to go and close down Albon. And now the gap to Ackerman should be enough. We've broke DRS, and we are going inside of DRS on Alex Albon. We brake well into turn 11 through turn 12, and now accelerating out of turn 13. We're going to have DRS on Albon. We've got the slipstream. We've got the overtake. He's defending to the inside. We're going to go to the outside, and we're going to go all the way past him. And it never looked in doubt. The Racing Point this year is doing phenomenal work for us. And we get a good exit on turn 14 and into the final corner. We've already made 0.7 of a gap on Albon. He's got DRS here, so he just closes down a little bit. We go wide again on turn 1. But now we've got to challenge for 8th place, and it's Devon Butler of all people. We've got 2 laps to go. And here's sector 2 once again. Can we close the gap like we always do in sector 2? Of course we can. And as we come into turn 11, are we going to get DRS? We are going to get DRS. And we accelerate out of turn 12 and 13. And we're right behind Butler. Overtake mode, engage. Again, Butler's going to the inside, so we go to the outside. DRS open, and we fly past Butler. And again, he's not even able to challenge for the position. And we nearly lose the back end as we come out of turn 14, but we managed to hold it. That does mean we drop a little bit of time to Kvyat and let Butler have a real good run at us down down the main straight.
Final lap of the race.
Can he attack us? He doesn't have enough about it to quite attack us properly. And we have a really good turn 1 to 4 there and accelerate out and into turn 6. Butler's still quite close behind him, but we're closing in on Kvyat as well. Final lap of the race, and we've really closed the gap on Kvyat. We've pulled away from Butler. That's sector 2 once again, proving brilliant for us, and we are right on the tail of Kvyat as we come out of turn 12 into turn 13. Can we go past him? And we get a bit of understeering. There's contact. We both keep it together, and we do drop back behind Kvyat, but then with slipstream, DRS, we're going to go past him cleanly this time. It wasn't the best at first attempt, but the understeer caught me off guard. We brake well into turn 14 and accelerate out through 15 into turn 16, and it's going to be a 7th place finish at the Chinese Grand Prix. What a recovery from that contact with Ackerman.
All right, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
Well, plenty to digest there, and a little bit ominous seeing the two Racing Point teammates make contact again.
Things don't look stable between these two drivers, Crofty. They've barely been teammates 5 minutes.
That wheel bump, could that have been avoided, Ant?
Yeah, it looked like Ackerman was making a bit of a statement to me. He's certainly not given Jackson any room.
A sign of things to come? Well, for their sakes, let's hope not. That wraps things up here in China. Until next time. And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today.
A fantastic recovery drive in China for Aiden Jackson, but tensions are on the rise at Racing Point as Jackson and Ackerman again make contact with one another following an aggressive overtake manoeuvre by the veteran, and then we got a clean overtake back on him. So a little bit of revenge for us there, showing we can do it clean as a whistle. Let's see what happens next.
Casper, what the hell was that? You nearly put me out the entire race. Bumping wheels like that, you could have put us both into the barrier. Casper, come on, man.
I have to make a phone call.
Casper! Ackerman!
Mom, cancel the TV subscription. The entertainment is right here.
Come off it. Do you really have nothing better to do?
Right now? No. And why would I want to miss this? You two are like characters in a badly written sitcom. He wanted your lot to sign Ricardo, you know. Ask anyone.
What do you mean?
The paddock talks, mate. And so did Ackerman. Should have heard him last season. He didn't care who he talked to, and he was always going off on one about you. He tried to stop them from signing you. Didn't want to play babysitter.
Oh, he did he?
Everyone knows. Have you not seen the way that people look at you? We all feel sorry for you, mate. You never stood a chance with him. You want my advice? Prove him wrong. Chin up.
Okay, so here's my thing, right? Normally, I think Devon Butler's a bit of a prick. I think that's the point. But he's actually got a bit of a point there. Oh.
Hey, Ma.
Hello, love. I saw the race and thought I'd give you a call.
And why's that?
Just to say well done, like I always do.
Oh, right.
I saw what happened in the race with Casper. Can't believe he wasn't penalized. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
And Casper, what's he said about it?
Nothing. He wouldn't speak to me.
Well, maybe keep trying. It can't hurt to clear the air. Just remember what your grandmother always used to say. The fights that can't be won are the fights you fight the hardest.
I'm not even sure that makes sense.
Just whatever's going on, don't let it get to you. And call me later, okay?
Will do.
So, anyway, before Mum interrupted us, yeah, I think he actually gave some good advice there. I think he's, stirring the shit-stirring about the fact that there's he didn't want me here in Casper, but I think Jackson looked proper rattled after that shouldn't. Did we? Did he now? Did pretty well, I thought, but Stroll smashed it, Aston Martin, Big Nate. Aiden, you still looking for a new wheel for your home rig? Yeah, sure, why not? But yeah, I think he's stirring stuff when he's saying that he didn't want us here. But I think he's got a point in that the way to fix it is to prove him wrong. So restaurants confirmed for tonight. I've already arranged the car to pick you up. Mum's birthday next week. And Colin Perry keeps contacting him to see if I'll do an interview trackside. Not keen, so avoided giving him your email address. Let me know if can I respond to that? I can't. Brian Doyle says this was before the briefing. Okay, so put the meeting back by 20 minutes. Little bump between you and Casper. We've got quite a few people concerned. I don't think Otmar is too impressed. I've come prepared for a few harsh words. I've already said this to you both, that you've got to start working together. There's a lot at stake. It can't be jeopardised by you butting heads. The press are already starting to talk, so come on now. See you in the meeting, don't be late. And Otmar said what many of you have been aware of for some time. Oh, that's just that the change is being made to Aston Martin. Okay, so let's leave it there for today. That was the Chinese Grand Prix. We're going to head into the next chapter in the next episode. Tensions. We'll have a quick look at the news before we go. So tensions continue at Racing Point. After fighting wheel to wheel, you can see the collision there as Ackerman knocked us off the track. And then that's the change to Racing Point, and not much else to go through there. So we will head into the next chapter in the next episode. If you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like, comment where you think this is going. I'm assuming we're gonna have at least one more collision with Ackerman before something causes us to make amends. Possibly something Devon Butler tries to stir up further, and instead it works against him, perhaps, is what I would predict. That is a horrendous outfit that we have unlocked there. And thank you very much for watching.